right. Good morning. Well, it's probably not morning for everyone, but it's good morning. All right, you know what? Let me just pull this off. I actually have a basket. Oh, how are you doing? Those of you who are just joining. Let's see. Hey, Queen. How are you? Hey, Hair by Mish. How are you? How are you guys doing? How is your Friday? I'm still wearing my coat because I am cold. I'm always cold. I'm about to put some heat on. How's your Friday doing? You said I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Good. You are welcome. Okay, so let me put in the topic. Today is just a wonderful day. I woke up early, had some tea, and not gossip tea, regular tea. And journaled, spent some time with God, did all the good stuff, and then ran some errands, and now I'm here. And then they are giving us at the Phoenix Suite, they are providing us with a lunch today as like a Christmas gift, so I'm super excited about that. Okay, waxing. Let's call this waxing consistently. Waxing consistency. I will call it. Okay, I'm gonna pin it. So any waxing questions before I get started to talk, because I'm going to get some stuff done while I'm talking. So welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Third time, so you remember, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. First of all, I'll do my introduction real quick. And then if you have any questions about waxing, drop them below. I'm going to talk a little bit about consistency with waxing, because I feel like that's important, and especially because winter... there's a misconception that you can just stop during the winter, and it's actually beneficial for you to keep waxing during the winter months. So I'm Becca. I'm a pro waxer and skin therapist. That's Becca, Beka. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, and ingrowns through chemical peels and waxing, hard wax waxing that's gentle on the skin. I have my own product line that's been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the AE. And we've been featured on a few websites lately, and you can check that out. When I say we, I mean 3BWAXING and me, because we are separate entities. Let me see here. I help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite. Anything that I've done, I help them with. You can stay connected with me on the 3BWAXING show, or you can grab any of my freebies that I have if you click the link in the bio. I have a lot of information there. The show is on Tuesdays through Fridays. Tuesdays are, oh goodness, I'm going to get better at this. Tuesdays are product highlights. So we highlight, why do I say we? I highlight a product, but I talk with you guys about it. Wednesdays is esthetician education. So this past week we did email list, and you can find that video on YouTube. And then on Thursday, we did, what do we do? Oh, Thursdays are mask Thursdays. So if you are wanting to improve your skincare routine and you want to put on a mask, well, I put on a mask, that's on Thursdays. And then Fridays is all about waxing. So that's what we got going on today. So I'm in the salon, so if you have any wax questions, put them down. But really, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the importance of waxing and why it's so beneficial. I'm getting ready for the day. I'm just going to actually take off my jacket before I get up. Any questions about waxing? Okay. The thing is, I'm going to have to get, now that I have this nice jacket, I'm going to have to get a little place to put it. All right. Okay. So, benefits of waxing while I'm doing these sheets. Benefits of waxing is, I'll talk about how I got into it. How I got into it is I had really bad ingrowns. I was hairy, And I found waxing to help a lot with ingrown, especially boils, cystic acne. Welcome to the show, Raising Royalty Lifestyle. Welcome to the show. How are you? Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. I had, ingrowns, all that good stuff. And so waxing really did help. And then I realized that and as I learned and, worked places, I learned that when you are consistent with waxing, hey, Bridget, good to see you. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Happy Friday. How are you doing? How's your Friday going? When you're consistent, the ingrowns get better. When you're exfoliating, the ingrowns get better. When you are, going with your hair growth cycles, things get better. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Lot pot, I think it's LOL pot. Can't see that far with my contacts. But hey, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. So today is about waxing and consistency and why it's important. And I was just thinking about people who are really consistent with their waxing, who've come in every month this year for 2019 to see me to get waxed, and they have the best results. Out of all my clients, those people have low ingrowns, because even if they are prone to ingrowns and they need to exfoliate at home, they're seeing me every month, so I'm reminding them. So they have somebody reminding them. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show, the invasive nurse. How are you? How's your Friday? So drop your questions about waxing, consistency. Again, Friday is waxing. I just have a lot going on today. So what I've noticed is that if you are very consistent 3 to 4 weeks, even some people are 5 to 6, then they do tend to get the best results. Less ingrowns, thinned out hair, less painful. So those are really the benefits of being consistent. It's less painful because of your hair growth cycles. Your hair grows in 3 cycles. Well, technically 4 if you count shedding, but 3, which is the anagen, that's the growing. You have the catagen, which is leaving the blood supply, and then you have the telogen, which is the resting. Then if you want to count it shedding off, then that would be number 4. And I don't know the actual scientific term for it shedding, but for the purpose of waxing, I just say there's 3 cycles. And you want to get it in the anagen cycle. And the reason why you want to get in the anagen cycle is that's because when it's growing and it's the most vulnerable. And so if you can grab it when it's the most vulnerable, you can weaken the hair shaft better. So that's why I have people come in 3 to 4 weeks, because that's why we're damaging the hair, and damaging is good in this sense. And at the same time, it's going to hurt less because it hasn't fully left the blood supply. That's why when you've waited a long time to get waxed, it's already left the blood supply, it's going to hurt some more. And everyone's hair growth cycles are different. As you continue to wax, you learn about, like, okay, I know my hair cycle is this. Like, you start to learn more about your body, and then your waxer, if I'm your wax specialist, I start to understand, I see patterns. Like, I can see patterns also in when you get ingrowns. Like, oh, this time of the season, you get ingrowns. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show, Unshell Beauty. How are you? So you can see different patterns in your skin. So that's why it's great going to see a wax specialist, and also it is good to be consistent. That's with anything really in life, though, because as you're consistent, you can start to see patterns of how you do things. That's like, does anyone journal? Drop a 1 if you journal. Like, this is like normal, just journaling, like life journaling. Drop a 1 if you journal. Well, if you journal, so no one really journals. Well, if you don't, it's a good thing to start. I've been journaling my whole life. That's something we used to do in homeschool. And I've gotten out of it in some instances, but mostly I've stayed consistent, inconsistently consistent, so it's still consistent. But if you ever journal and then look through your life, you can see like patterns and like different things you've learned, and you can go and look back. So